And you know that this poses a very interesting contest for Lucas Lepri, because normally you give him sort of an advantage on this. I am not going to give him, not after today, not after seeing Canuto today. The way that he controlled the gripping and was ahead on the gripping, I wouldn't be surprised if Lepri just pulls guard and tries to sweep. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, Lepri has a fantastic guard. I mean, he's well-rounded everywhere. These guys
really
have a really interesting clash of styles from the standpoint of Lepri is extremely well polished.
Yes.
Makes very few errors. Hasn't been scored upon.
Nope. Yep.
Was not even scored upon today.
Yep.
And
he makes almost no errors. Yeah,
yeah.
like that's a very good point. But, you know, I would have just seen the Oliveira where Canuto handled him. You know, now it's in a single. You see the gripping that he has on these guys. He just gets the grips and goes, and he doesn't stop moving until something happens. Now, Lepri had a nice single leg attempt there. But what's been really impressive is just the way he is out gripping these guys. Like cross lapel there, across the. And let's just see how Lepri handles the grips that he likes. He oftentimes like that Kochigari.
And Lepri really just been a model of consistency over the last couple years.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look up knee cut in the dictionary and his face is in there. Perfect knee cut.
Yeah. And think about he's passed the guards of the who's who of the lightweight division.
Yep.
Canuto, having no shortage of names he had to take out on his way here. Vitor Oliveira, Michael Langhi.
Yeah.
He certainly earned his spot here in the finals today. Lepri overcame Espen Mathisen earlier after Mathisen looked dynamite submitting Edwin Najmi.
You see how he's winning the wrist grips? You see that? They both have grips, but he's got a cross lapel. He wins the wrist grips, and then he moves guys. And right now, Lepri has a sleeve grip and a wrist grip, which is really not a lot when it comes to control with the gi.
I think one thing that'll be sort of interesting here is if he can. I mean, no one has scored on Lepri in such a long time. If he can do that, I mean, I guess that's step one, right?
Yep.
But you're right. I'm impressed with the way that he's grip fighting here. I don't remember this being a part of his game in past.
I don't remember
or it at least being like a strong suit.
This strong, and then to be winning the gripping exchanges a majority of the time, and he doesn't. And earlier today, these are exhausting battles on the feet, and he didn't waver at all. His conditioning didn't waver. Lepri in there with that left hand, trying to get that cross collar. He does, and he has a very good Kochigari on this with his right leg. Lepri does. Single.
He actually had a pretty good grip of Lepri's leg. It's hard to say though because they go out of bounds. You don't know how much Lepri maybe lets off of the defense there as they realize that they're spilling out. Canuto now circling. If you want to beat somebody like Lucas Lepri, you have to take the fight to them. You cannot fight defensively, and that's exactly what Canuto's doing.
Yeah.
Not that I would expect any less. I mean, he's sort of known for bringing the fight to guys.
Yeah, now Lepri has a little bit better gripping here. He's starting to get Very nice grip, cross collar on the right hand. Lepri has a grip over the top of the wrist.
And they start to spill out once again here. Canuto seems to be controlling the center of the mat. He's kind of defining where these fights are taking place.
Nice little defense, though, by Lucas Lepri. Now he's in, trying to knee slide.
Yeah, Renato Canuto, I mean, it was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, now
he might pay for it now, though.
Yeah, he's got around the back here. He's doing a great job of reshot. Just these reshots are fantastic.
I think that's going to be two, Sean.
I think so, too. Advantage. Woo, that's a tough advantage.
He earned it.
He did earn it. Some brilliant.
Lepri kind of looks over at his teammates like, what's a guy got to do?
Yeah, some brilliant reshots in there, knee sliding. Lepri is a brilliant job to get in deep on the legs and just continue nonstop. There it is.
So they're giving him two, and they're assessing a penalty to Canuto. They're saying he fled the mat. I don't know that I agree with that, though, necessarily. Yeah. I don't know that he purposely took him out of bounds. I've seen way more egregious boundary fouls, I suppose, today than that one.
Yeah, I
don't know how Canuto could have really defended that. He was kind of fighting for his life there for a minute.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, coming back to the original sacrifice throw that Canuto went for, I really liked the idea. It just so happened that Lepri
is like Superman.
Yeah, it was like the second Canuto thought of it, Lepri saw it coming.
Yeah, just countered it so well and then got right on Canuto's legs.
But, I mean, if history is any teacher to us, it's that Lucas Lepri, a guy that hasn't been scored upon in years, now with a 2-0 lead, Canuto is really going to have to earn his stripes.
Yeah.
And oftentimes you'll see this, guys where the grip fights lead them out of bounds a lot. You'll see one guy maybe get a little bit frustrated at the fact they keep going out of bounds because maybe he's getting grips that he likes. I don't see that with Canuto. And he needs to make sure that doesn't happen from the standpoint of you don't want to get frustrated with a guy with Lepri because he's going to take advantage of every little mistake that you make. His jiu-jitsu is near perfect, and you can't leave open any opportunities for him to make things worse for you because it'll snowball quickly.
Yep, you're right. And Lepri got in on the grips that he wants here. He's got the sleeve, cross collar, had a good grip on the sleeve.
4 minutes left to go. Lepri, the lead, 2-0 on the scoreboards. Canuto trying.
Yeah, he's trying to drop down. He now has the grips that he wants.
Lepri with his own attempt here.
Yeah, the big fight is on that sleeve side. And now Lepri has the sleeve.
And the officials let him work there on the boundaries for a little while. The one thing about Canuto is you don't worry about him kind of get stuck in a pattern here. He's known for taking chances. He's known as a very creative jiu-jitsu practitioner. And so it will be interesting to see as time winds down here what he's got up his sleeve. Lepri in on the single leg here.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice cartwheel out of that, Sumigashi. He's got to rotate.
These guys are making it fun for everybody,
Yeah, absolutely.
Sean.
Nice then, Uchmatas Lepri on a good single. Canuto countering nicely. On the Sumigashi, though, you got to really rotate him over. He's got to pull on that wrist hard. Here he goes again. See, the cartwheel is the counter, but...
And Lepri finally gets him down. Canuto nearly on a triangle here, but now Lepri forcing Canuto to play some guard, and this may be Canuto's best chance now. He does have a 4-0 deficit, and he's going to need some of that Canuto magic that he's had in the past here.
Oh, yeah. So you talk about some display of technique right there. Counter Sumigashi for Canuto, but cartwheel counter twice by Lepri.
Who planted his head in the mat.
Yep.
Didn't cartwheeled off his neck.
Yep. Canuto really didn't have the rotation. You got to rotate. You got to have that rotation that turns your opponent's back to the floor, or the cartwheel counter is a good one.
And so now Canuto has arguably one of the greatest guard passers of all time in his guard.
Yeah.
And Lepri doesn't even need to pass the guard here.
Nope.
Canuto does have a very good guard, and obviously a very dangerous one too. Where Canuto's usually is most dangerous is in transition, though, and so I almost wonder if he could, if he isn't going to try to maybe get up to his feet. Just playing guard here against Lepri, I don't know, on its surface looks like a winning strategy to me.
No, and Lepri is literally like right here in his home.
Yeah.
This is, you watch a Lepri match, you're gonna see him here every time, and so I agree with you. I think he's got to have to.
And the side judges want to assess a penalty to him. Not much of an award, I suppose.
Yeah. But there's just not enough time.
Yeah, there's just not enough time for Canuto to use that to his advantage, really.
He could get all four, like all three, and
now
still
he's in the closed guard. And really, to be completely honest, Lepri can lock this thing down from here if he wants to.
Yep.
.26 seconds left. It's time to pull out all the stops. We'll see what Canuto can do. Working on a lapel, working both hands on the sleeve here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Trying everything he can, but it's just not going to be enough against Lepri. In a valiant effort out of Renato Canuto, but it's hard to dethrone the champion, and Lucas Lepri is just so good, Sean.
It's super good. Insanely good.
And the winner, representing Alliance, Lucas Lepri.
So here's some action from this contest, and man, what a contest it was. Both guys just getting off on the feet. Lepri trying to single, mixed in, snap downs, Gucci's crazy. There's a Tominagi, but look at that counter, and then watch this, boom, right on the legs. And all this knee sliding, then finally gets that drive by Lepri to get the two. Now he comes up on a single here. Look at these cartwheel counters there. Tries one counter, tries one Sumigashi, then he tries another. And there he goes, this cartwheel again. There it is, beautiful counter by Lepri, and he moves through.